this is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Doodle Bug.
And today, we're doing a video for Throwback Thursday. And I'm talking about as slow as I've ever talked in my entire life. And I don't know why, but I can't seem to break this pattern of speech right now. So here we go. I'm going to read right off the sheet. And you're all going to be very bored while I do so. So just deal with it. All right. It was released in North America for the NES on February 12, 1990, which is over 30 years ago. It has sold over 17.2 million copies, one of the best-selling standalone video games of all time. It was the third best-selling. It was the third best-selling game for the NES, behind Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, which makes a lot of sense because they were, together on a lot of carts.
That's the one I had.
It was remade in 1993 in the Super Mario All-Stars SNES game, which is actually how I played it. And it was re-released on September 19, 2018 as a free Nintendo Switch Online game.
Is it still free?
Cool.
Yeah, all of the.
I had no idea about this.
If you pay for the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch Online service, you get free retro games.
Oh, but do you get to keep it, or is it like a Game Pass situation?
I don't believe they've taken anything off the service yet. So yeah, you would get to keep it as long as the service continues. It's not like you download it.
Do I have to keep paying for the service, or can I pay for the service 1 month, get the game?
No.
Oh.
But it's $20 a year.
What the heck, Nintendo? Just give it to me.
All right, let me finish reading what I had here. It is considered to have inspired what eventually became Super Mario World, which is one of my favorite SNES games. And because of the unique overworld map and the unique power-ups of the game.
Yeah, here's a real hot take for
Well,
you.
you keep jumping right in front of me. I'm not done talking.
I'm going to say that Super Mario inspired Super Mario World. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Continue.
Oh my gosh. And with that being said, as of 2011, Super Mario Bros. 3 has remained the highest grossing non-bundled home video game, having grossed $1.7 billion adjusted for inflation.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That's a lot of money for one game. So this game has been re-released several times, I think, right? It was it put on the Game Boy, I want to say?
Isn't it
It
on the
was
Advance?
the
the
NES.
NES, Game Boy, Advance, definitely the Switch. I believe it's on the Wii and the Wii U. It's on the Super Mario All-Stars collection. I mean, this game is probably on every console except the GameCube. Oh, and the N64.
Yeah.
I remember playing this as a kid quite a bit, but I played the SNES enhanced version. So I enjoyed the crap out of this game. I love the raccoon, although the raccoon suit has suffered a lot of negative feedback from groups like PETA.
Yeah, the Tanuki suit.
Yep,
Yeah.
Tanuki, that's right. I forgot that's what it was called. I just always call it the raccoon suit, but,
It's not a raccoon, Chris.
I know.
It's a raccoon dog.
Raccoon dog. So there's actually, I guess PETA created this game. There's a game that's literally looks like the Tanuki suit, but it isn't.
Yeah, apparently the bald raccoon dog is chasing after you because you're wearing its skin.
Yep. It's a really creepy
Oh.
game.
I never thought he was wearing its skin. I just thought he grew the tail.
That's what I always thought. Whoever this
Yeah.
is way too good at this game, because there's no way I could sit there and get this many one-ups.
I wouldn't have the attention span. I just want to
Yeah.
keep going.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was able to do this on Super Mario 3D World. Does that count?
I guess that
guess.
counts.
I had managed to get one of those turtle shells in a corner, and I was able to just put my guy right there and fall on it, and consistently
Oh,
he would
yeah,
just
I
keep
saw-
falling. And I got 100 lives in 10 minutes. It was
Nice.
nuts. Yeah. Super Mario World 3. Super Mario World 3, what? Super Mario Bros. 3. I can't even talk tonight, guys. I'm worse than Will right now.
Not saying something, Chris.
This game is iconic for me. I mean, it's one of the better Mario Bros. Games. And it introduced so many mechanics that were didn't exist in Mario, and it took us back to what made Mario special in the first place. Unlike, and I'm not saying anything against Super Mario Bros. 2.
Oh, that was a weird game.
Well, you know that's not actually Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's the same thing as Zelda 2. It wasn't originally supposed to be that.
Zelda was always meant to be Zelda 2.
Not Zelda 2. I'm pretty certain now it's supposed to be a different game.
Time for a spicy take. No. So, what's the legacy of Super Mario Bros. 3? I think I've laid it out quite well, but in general, what do you guys remember about this game?
This was my first Nintendo game.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm. My brothers had this and Duck Hunt on the same cartridge. And
3?
I think it was on the same cartridge. Or maybe they had both games. So maybe I'm misremembering that. But we had both games, and my mom thought that Duck Hunt was too violent for me.
Uh-oh.
So I didn't play that, but I did play this game. So that's what I remember. And I remember thinking it was so cool that he would sprout a tail. And I wanted to be able to sprout a tail. That's my memory of this game. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like PETA be damned.
Yeah, I never. The thing is, like, so I've heard about this controversy before, but I don't understand it at all. Like,
Yeah.
You don't hurt any animals in the game. Oh, other than the mushrooms, but they're mushrooms. And turtles. You hurt turtles.
Yeah, you do hurt turtles. Koopas, not turtles.
True.
What do you got?
Yep.
What do you remember, Doodle?
Let's see. The earliest memory I have of Super Mario Brothers 3 is my brothers playing it on the NES. And I think it was also bundled with Duck Hunt.
Okay, well maybe I'm misremembering that. I don't remember this. I remember the original Super Mario Bros. Being bundled with Duck Hunt, but
It's
I don't.
definitely this one because he's flying in his little suit on the cover.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
I remember this being extremely more difficult than the original Super Mario Bros. Especially
Well,
this
I can
level.
say that retroactively or retrospectively because I played the other ones later.
Oh really? You didn't play them in the beginning?
No, I said this was my first Nintendo game, man.
Oh, this was. That's right. You did say that. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind.
You are.
Mm-hmm. And Will's the one that was drinking.
Come on, Chris.
Will's like, come on, man.
Someone's got to be on top of this. Let's go.
I am on top of this, all right? I'm running this show right now. Okay, so here... well, the one thing that I remember is this is like a stage show. Like the whole game is essentially you're on stage performing for the people watching, which is kind of bizarre when you think about it. But then they used this theme on future Mario games, like the Mario Party games, Paper Mario. Another one would be what's that one? Oh, the Mario All Stars. It's like you're on stage performing, and I think it was really unique when this game came out with it, and then they continued to use that theme in the future, which is pretty cool because Nintendo's really good at carrying forward a theme that initially might be shocking, but over time people get used to it and they're like, oh, that's really cool. And I think the idea of being on a stage performing as a video game, I mean, it's predicting the future, right? We're all watching people play online now. Where before you were watching yourself play, now you're watching other people play these types of games. Oh, I love that power up. I forgot about that. You know what I'm talking about? The little cloud. Where does it? Doesn't it take you like somewhere towards the end or something? You like warp.
Maybe. You don't remember. I'm sorry. I feel so terrible. I actually can't see what the power up was because the thing's covering it a little bit.
Oh yeah, hold on.
So maybe if I actually saw it, I would remember.
So, yeah, I guess it's not that important. The lasting legacy of the Super Mario Bros. Franchise in general, right? It's probably the most iconic video game. Like my grandma knew what Mario was in the '90s. Like, what other game franchise can have that claim other than Mario?
Nothing. My mom still will ask me, do you play Nintendo and do you still play Mario when she's talking about like Halo or anything else? So when she's talking about my Xbox, she says, oh, I see you were playing Nintendo. She'll be like, oh, it's Mario. No, it's not. But yeah.
Like, other than Pokemon, is there anything as easily recognizable as Mario? I think it's easy to say the answer is no.
Maybe
Yeah.
Zelda? I don't know. I feel like the Triforce is pretty recognizable, but I could be wrong at that.
What's a triangle? I mean, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Oh, well, okay, thanks, Chris. It's 3 triangles within a triangle, okay.
Okay. Well, how many triangles are there? Well, in the Triforce.
More than 3 if you want to count the empty spaces.
Yeah, there's like a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Super
Okay,
Mario
how
Bros.
many triangles are in the Triforce?
All right, let's do this. I guess we're gonna do this now.
4.
Wrong.
I don't know. Well, 5 if you count the big triangle.
Yes.
I think it's. Hold on. I'm gonna prove you all wrong. All right, ready? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's one more in there. No, I'm gonna lose this now. This is.
If you look at the box, there are also 2 extra triangles on the side.
They don't count. Nope, it's 5. She's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. I was gonna.
One for the bug.
I was gonna be the smartest man in the room.
Yep. You never are, Chris. Stop trying. That's so mean. I'm so sorry.
With that being said, as always.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Will, you've been replaced as co-host.
There you go.
I know.
Yep. The long reign of the CHRILLCAST is over.
Yep.
What if I just click the outro now? Like, boom, over. Leaving the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like R.I.P. Will.
Anyways, I do think this is a good note to end it on. Triforce. 4 + 1 triangle. All right?
Mm-hmm.
If anybody can prove to me there's another triangle in the Triforce, I will do something. I don't know what yet. We'll figure it out. As always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
And I'm Doodle Bug.
And we will see you
Next CHRILLCAST.
tomorrow.
Goodbye.